Whoops. All right, are we live? We are live. Hopefully you can hear me well today. It's Amber, and I am live from the Branson RV campground on beautiful Lake Taneycomo in Branson, Missouri. I'm in the clubhouse today, and the guys were in here cleaning up. They've been kind of in and out. So they keep the coffee in here for all the campers, and then they keep it really nice and tidy, and there's a shed out this window, but they've been kind of going in and out. But anyway, I think they're done kind of being in here, so I have the clubhouse to myself. Anyway, today we're going to talk about chocolate. I love chocolate. Just so you know, I'll show you what I'm drinking. I actually made one of those infused water. I've been drinking on this all day. So I have mint, lemon, orange, and lime. So I kind of squirted all my stuff in there, and then I just let the peels infuse. I've had this like this since, I don't know, 10 o'clock, since I drank all my coffee. So there's my water, my infused water. I like it, I like it. So anyway, we are going to talk about chocolate a minute. I love chocolate. So anyway, so can chocolate be used for hormone balance? And the answer is, if it's the right one. So that being said, I will let you know that I'm a chocoholic, and I love chocolate. I've always eaten chocolate. I'm not giving up. There's just certain things in my life that I cannot give up, and chocolate is maybe close to the number one. So, hey, Jennifer Taylor. Jennifer and I were talking about grocery store chains today and essential oils. And I think she's out of Virginia. Are you in Virginia? Is that what you said? I think you told me. So anyway, we will move on with our dark chocolate and milk chocolate. So milk chocolate is the chocolate we all kind of associate ourselves with getting fat. And yes, milk chocolate has more sugar, more, it tastes better, tends to. However, it is not the best for hormone balance. In fact, it does the opposite. It hurts your hormone balance. And remember, we eat for our hormones because we want to balance, those hormones balance and regulate everything. So if there's disruption in your hormones, that's where the weight gain comes from. That's where the brittle, frizzy hair comes from. That's where menopause and premenstrual things are just terrible. That's where skin dries out. That's just where we have a lot of our health problems. So we hit our hormones, we can start reversing a lot of these things. And a lot of the hormone imbalance can happen as early as in your 20s. Lordy, in your 20s. So anyway, dark chocolate. Dark chocolate comes from a bean called cacao, which I thought people were saying it wrong all these years, but apparently I wasn't pronouncing it right. I thought cocoa was cacao. So anyway, it's called cacao. I think it sounds weird, but to be appropriate, we're going to call it cacao. So cacao chocolate, where dark, the chocolate comes from, is recommended to be anywhere from 75 to 85% dark to get that beneficial factor out of it. Meaning the cacao is got the fat that we want because we are now eating the proper fat. So it has the proper saturated monosaturated fat. And you can have saturated fat that's good for you. It just has to be natural, like coconut oil and cacao. So anyway, I didn't know if anybody knew this, but did you know that Hershey's Special Dark Chocolate is it is dark chocolate, but it's completely misleading. Like, I thought, oh, it's Hershey's Special Dark. I can eat that. That's great for me. No, it's not. So Hershey's Dark Chocolate, just the Hershey's Dark, Special Dark. Yeah, there's a Special Dark. It's Hershey's Special Dark. Their dark chocolate is only 40% dark chocolate. 40%. So the rest of it is the other stuff that hits your hormones and inflames everything and causes issues. They have I haven't seen it, maybe you guys have, but there's a special, extra special dark chocolate. I've not seen it, I haven't really looked for it either, but it's only 60%. I mean, it's more, but it's still not a lot. So why do you want to get that 70, 75, 70, no lower than 70% to 85% dark chocolate in your diet? Because that is one of the most powerful antioxidants you can put in your body. It comes out of that, and that sucker will hit those free radicals in your body, hit all those issues that people have with hormone imbalance, and help actually regulate that. So it's high in that super duper antioxidant that you want. You also get extra fiber, magnesium, calcium. You also get, or not calcium, potassium. And you get a lot of those nutrients actually out of that cacao bean that are really good for your body. So you want this. Let's see. So the antioxidant, men should really look into the dark chocolate because it's really good for blood and artery flow, help your testosterone levels, all these things. Also great for women. But you're not supposed to sit here and eat a whole thing of this. You just take a serving of it, so like a little block of it, whatever. One thing I was looking at today, so I bought these two dark chocolates the other day. So this one is natural dark chocolate with sea salt and almonds, and this is 72% cacao. So this one does fall into the category that we want. This one is Ghirardelli, and this one is 86% cacao. So that said, I was looking at the ingredients on this thing. It looks like to me the higher up you go in the cacao, that powerful bean, that antioxidant, the less ingredients that it's kind of made up, the less preservatives. So that's great, that's what we want. This one, I got to researching on it because it says dark chocolate. Well, when you flip over the ingredient, the very first ingredient on this is sugar. Well, it's not the natural sugar, it's the preservative sugar they put in, the one that screws up our hormones. So just because it says dark doesn't mean it's the right one. So you got to read some labels. So like the first ingredient on these two is bitter sweet chocolate. Bam. So, and like I said, the Ghirardelli, it has like 4 or 5 ingredients. This one has the almonds and the sea salt in it, so that's why there's a little bit more. But that said, just pay attention to your labels, because just because it says dark doesn't mean this is the right one. So if you are a chocoholic like I, however, you're not used to eating dark chocolate, I would say this, because I wouldn't expect you to go from like eating milk chocolate straight into 85% cacao, because it is taking some getting used to. But I will say this, after a couple of years of slowly kind of increasing that after a while, I went from milk chocolate to Hershey's Special Dark, which now we know is like 40 or 45% actually dark cacao chocolate, the right kind. So it's got a little bit of it, but it's mostly still the gunk. And I've been able to move myself up. And now when I go and eat milk chocolate, it's like super duper sweet. And I'm like, ooh, I don't need that much. And I actually get to where I prefer the dark chocolate. Actually, I do prefer the dark chocolate over the milk chocolate now, just because I've adjusted to it. So start off with the Special Dark if you want, but don't stay there. Like, graduate yourself up. And when you start looking for these chocolates, these dark chocolates, and you start reading the ingredients, they have them in 60%, 65, 50. I mean, you can graduate up. So that is my encouragement to you, is we don't have to give up the chocolate, but we should move on to the health benefit. And your health benefit is going to be around the 70, the low end will be the 70%, the high end will be the 85%. I don't know anyone who can do like 90, 95, because now you're just getting straight into the bitter stuff. But this is great for you, you know? What I might do tomorrow is just throw a little bit of this one, like just a little bit, like a corner, into my coffee, because it has the good fat in it. That's a good idea. I might try that tomorrow. But anyway, chocolate. It can be eaten and it can be enjoyed. So great for your skin, great for your hair, antioxidant, free radical, cancer prevention, and your body wants it. But don't overdo it, but give it some. So if you like this stuff, share it. Please share our videos. Please pass it on around. Anything you want to talk about, let's talk. Or if there's a better time for me to hop on and do these, let me know. You know, my schedule's crazy. I was on duty yesterday, so I got off this morning, and you know, normally I tend to get my workouts done mid to late morning, right at the noon hour, so I can have the afternoon to get kind of my content and everything together. However, I can move stuff around. It's just more convenient, I guess, for me. But again, you guys see the replay, so pass it on. And we are going to start up the grill, and I've got filet mignon. We are going to be cooking for the dinner today. So hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Drink some infused fruit water, which I'm putting together a little PDF that has a little bit more recipes. Have some chocolate later, and enjoy it. See ya.